Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler. It is July 16th, 2018. Thank you for joining me for another climate change and clean energy video blog. For this segment, I am going to talk to you about a number of issues, but first I would like to talk to you about the need, due to human-caused climate change, to transition away from fossil fuel burning and large-scale extraction. And the reason is that, one, carbon dioxide emissions are the primary driver of human-caused climate change, accounting for approximately 65% of all the heat-forcing contribution to the Earth's atmosphere. And in addition to that, fossil fuel extraction, such as coal mining and gas extraction, produce a high volume of methane emissions, a large fraction of the human-caused methane emission, accounting for another 5 to 10% of the added heat forcing to the Earth's atmosphere. So in total, the lion's share of the added heat coming into the Earth's atmosphere is coming from fossil fuels, and you can't deal with the climate crisis without reducing and ultimately eliminating fossil fuel burning and large-scale extraction. That's the elephant in the room. Now, the Scientific American recently wrote a blog that is advocating a responsible course for unwinding investments in fossil fuel infrastructure, such as oil and gas pipelines. And Bill McKibben here on Twitter is highlighting this particular article. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about what happens if we unwind fossil fuel extraction and use of fossil fuel as an energy source. And if we're going to do that in a way that doesn't result in human civilization becoming a post-Maria version of Puerto Rico, where you have increased loss of life due to lack of access to electricity and transport, and a massive reduction in the quality of human life and in lifespans, then you need to replace the energy that is provided by fossil fuels with something else. And thankfully, we have a number of clean energy leaders that are providing us with solutions and high quality solutions to this problem. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Tesla. I know that Tesla is controversial, and Tesla is controversial, I will assert, because it is a clean energy leader, and because fossil fuel monetary interests are highly threatened by the rapid increase in its ability to produce high quality clean energy products. And if you're threatened by clean energy like the fossil fuel industry is, a response, a typical tactical response, is to attack the leader. And Tesla is one of the key leaders. And so I will assert that one of the reasons why you see so many smears and so many campaigns aimed at drawing down Tesla in the media is due to fossil fuel PR money and news articles and media sources going after PR-funded clickbait that provides a negative impression of an emerging clean energy giant. Now, there is some new news today about Tesla that I'd like to talk about. And one of the issues that has been attacked, and in my opinion, a lot of misinformation has been spread about, is the issue of potential Model 3 profitability. And a research firm, Monroe, a few months back, initially decried the notion that the Model 3 would be profitable, and this drew a lot of attention from so-called Tesla shorts who are trying to profit from the bankruptcy, the supposed impending bankruptcy of Tesla. And this research firm has since gone and done a teardown of the Model 3 and has reversed their initial findings and noted that the car was able to be produced with a gross profit margin of 30%. So the Model 3, an electrical vehicle, could be produced with a gross profit margin of 30%, and this is in line with a recent teardown done by a German engineering firm that stated that it only costs about $28,000 to produce the Model 3. And the lowest priced Model 3 on the market, or predicted to be on the market, would be the short range at $35,000, and this teardown was of a long range, so it's possible that the cost of producing a short range version would be even less. And so you're looking at an electrical vehicle, a clean energy vehicle that produces a viable economic model. Now in addition to that, more and more often we see these reviews from Model 3 buyers that the Model 3 itself is a fantastic vehicle. And so I'd just like to say that if you're interested in responding to climate change, we need to respond with solutions that are available to people of all walks of life, and primarily to people who are high carbon emitters. And if you're replacing, say for example, if you're an affluent American and you're replacing a gas guzzling SUV with a Tesla Model X or a Tesla Model 3, then you're providing the rational basis for a transition away from things like pipelines and fossil fuel extraction, and in the end, catastrophic human-caused climate change. And that's how you connect the dots for a clean energy transition. You have clean energy leaders that provide real solutions. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be chatting with you soon.